please welcome Jennifer Hancock and Stephanie Hoskins from Volunteers of America Mid-States and Eastern Kentucky University's Terry Gray, presenting the Appalachian Humanitarian Award.
Well, good evening, everyone. We are honored to join you today to present this year's Appalachian Humanitarian Award. This award is presented to individuals dedicated to advancing social causes throughout Appalachia, like poverty alleviation, addressing food insecurity, improving housing conditions, enhancing educational access, and more. As the president and CEO of Volunteers of America, I've been fortunate to meet so many amazing people across Appalachia and especially Southeast Kentucky since we brought ourselves there 6 years ago. But certain individuals make an immediate and lasting impact, including today's award recipients, Tess and Barb Lips. As Volunteers of America began to develop our recovery ecosystem in Clay County, full of services to support individuals overcoming substance use disorder, the Axis Coffee was a place we utilized as home base. Axis was a vibrant hub of community engagement, providing a space to socialize, conduct business, and enjoy a wonderful cup of coffee or a delicious grilled cheese sandwich. The building next door, which became our Recovery Community Center, is a perfect example of what a winning partnership can look like. Though Axis closed earlier this year, the impact Tess and Barb have had on Clay County and beyond continues to resonate deeply. I cannot express my gratitude and love for them enough. Please enjoy this video about this remarkable couple.
We started kicking it around 2014, and this building was empty. It was a hardware at one time. Of course, it had the old steel shelving and about 6 inches of dust in it. I do pastor the church just a couple hundred yards out the street here, and it's called the Manchester Gospel Mission. Our youth needed somewhere to meet. Our Sunday school had outgrown, where we were, what room we had available in the basement. So it is the base sponsor of this and been very supportive, of what we wanted to do in order to get the Axis off the ground. We first started out just going to use it, for the church and for the overflow that we needed. And then as we started thinking about the overhead and eventually working on a lease, paying on a lease, we started kicking around the idea, how can we use part of it to raise some money to offset, the expenses? And so we came up with the idea of a coffee shop.
I had just retired the year before after 32 years at the same job, and I was looking at travel and, staying home. And I said, when they talked about it, I said, I don't care to work a couple of days a week, I'll help you out.
And for about a year, maybe a little over, that's all we did. And everybody started talking about the atmosphere and how restful it was and peaceful, So, and they kept saying, boy, I wish you sold lunch, where we come sit down, eat our lunch. Barb had a couple of good soup recipes, and she kept mixing and mingling several different recipes until everybody agreed that's it. It's good, it's different. And so that's how the white chicken chili started. And of course, it took off.
I started making the vegetable beef right after we got married almost 50 years ago, and I would never have dreamed I would be making it for the public. But I am so glad that, it's something that brings happiness.
Yeah, the Christmas before the pandemic hit, we had 2 or 3 groups with having their little Christmas gatherings from their offices, and they were opening gifts, and there was quite a bit of chatter and laughter going on. And this one lady was by herself, and she came over after she got through eating, and I thought, man, I hope this is, I hope she didn't get disturbed, And she said, I just want to tell you something. I said, okay. And she said, there's been a lot of people coming and going. There's paper been rattling, there's laughter and talking. But she said, I just thought, this is all right. This is the way it ought to be. It didn't bother me at all. She said, I just sat there and enjoyed watching people having a good time. And she said, now, if I'd have been in some other places and all that noise going on, I would have probably got irritated. And I thought, yeah, that's what we wanted. You know, a place where people can come when they're beat down and discouraged, you know.
It's really something to see the people that come in, sometimes not even for the food, just because they need to tell you, I'm having a rough day, or will you remember somebody in prayer, and then I've had people come in that's actually prayed for me when I've been having a really rough day. So it's not, you know, it's more than just a coffee shop.
In the region, and VOA board member Terry Gray, it is our distinct privilege to present this year's Appalachian Humanitarian Award to two individuals who have been such a meaningful partner to Volunteers of America and the entire Clay County community, Tess and Barb Lips.
Thank you, Jennifer, for your kind words. And I want to apologize for my voice. I'm about 5 weeks out from open heart surgery, so I'm still having some problems with my voice. What a wonderful friend and partner you have been for the last 5 years. Barb and I are so humbled to be chosen for this award, but there are others who made it possible. Thank you, Josh and Colby, for introducing us to SOAR and all it had to offer our part of the world. Thanks to our son Rodney and his wife Cindy, and our grandchildren Ansley and John David for making sure we got here tonight. Also to our daughter Tracy, her husband Joe, and our other grandchildren Ashton and Seth for playing such a major role in turning a dream into the Axis Coffee Shop and gathering place. And to God, who makes it all possible. By the way, Josh, Tracy came up with the white chicken chili recipe after much trial and error. Appreciate Terry and Stephanie standing up with us tonight. But I want to thank everyone connected to SOAR. And my prayer for you is that you may fly higher than you ever dreamed and take everyone you can along for the ride. Good night. God bless you.